weeks since the night we ran from the woods, but it felt longer. Too long. Like time didn't pass normally after that. We'd said we would go back, but once we left the forest, fear took over. We avoided the topic completely, as if speaking about it might pull us back into something we weren't ready to face. Still, the memories followed us everywhere. Whispers in empty hallways, a sudden chill for no reason, the feeling of being watched when nothing was there. We didn't talk about any of it, but it sat between us like a shadow waiting to be acknowledged. Then one afternoon, Emma called. No hello, no build-up. "I'm going back," she said, her voice tight. The words hit me like ice. Back where? You know where. My stomach twisted. The cabin, the symbols, the freezing air, the whisper that chased us out. Emma, no, we barely made it out last time. I know, she said softer, but something isn't right. I keep hearing it, the same voice from the cabin. Not the one that told us to leave, the other one, the deeper one. I think something is trying to warn us, and something else is trying to pull us back. What do you mean the other one? I asked. I only remember one voice, one whisper telling us to leave. I hesitated. If there were two, I didn't hear it. You did, Emma said. We all did. You just didn't separate them at the time. I didn't either. She exhaled slowly, but when I replayed that moment in my head, it became clearer. The warning voice was higher, fast, almost panicked. But underneath it, there was something slower, something heavier, like it wasn't warning us, like it wanted us to stay. She paused for a moment, then said, "Once I caught it, I couldn't unhear it. You're saying there were two of those things out there. I don't know what they are," she whispered, but the voice that warned us wasn't trying to hurt us. It was panicked, afraid. The other voice, the one behind it, that's what scares me. I swallowed hard. So, what's the plan? We figure out what's in that cabin, she said, and why we were led there. And you want to go now? Not alone, she said. We started this together. We should finish it together. I didn't want to, but the truth was, part of me had been waiting for this call. All right, I said, I'm in. But what about Jonas? Is he coming? He will, Emma said quietly. He's just as tied to this as we are, whether he admits it or not. I swallowed, unsure if she was right, but deep down, I knew she probably was. Okay, I said. Then we go prepared this time. We met at the forest's edge just after sunset. Me, Emma, and Jonas. No one else. We hadn't come earlier because Emma wanted the forest exactly as it had been that night. The same shadows, the same cold, the same creeping darkness. Jonas also couldn't get out until evening, and none of us wanted to go in alone. So sunset became the only option that made sense. Jonas looked worse than ever, pale and exhausted. I can't believe we're doing this, he muttered. No turning back now, Emma said. We stay together this time. We had better gear, extra flashlights, backup batteries, glow sticks, chalk, rope, a first aid kit, whistles, and a compass none of us expected to actually work. Nothing that could fight something supernatural, but enough to keep us from losing each other. We follow the trail until we reach the clearing, Emma said. No splitting up. We all nodded, though none of us felt confident. The forest felt different the moment we stepped in. Heavier, colder, almost like it recognized us. The deeper we walked, the more familiar the dread became. No wind, no wildlife, just the soft crunch of leaves under our boots. Eventually, the cold sharpened, an unnatural cold that wrapped around my bones. My breath fogged in front of me, even though it wasn't cold enough for that. Do you hear that? Jonas whispered. first, I heard nothing. Then, faint, trembling. Leave. Now. Emma tightened her grip on the flashlight. That's the same voice. It's warning us, I whispered. Again. But the other one, Emma murmured. The one behind it. That's what we need to understand. As we walked, the whispers multiplied, one thin and desperate, brushing past us like wind, and another deeper one pulsing beneath the ground, slow and heavy. Two voices, two very different voices, something trying to protect us, something else waiting for us. Then the glow appeared between the trees, soft, pale, breathing in the darkness. It flickered the same way that thin voice sounded, shaky, strained, like something trying to help but barely holding itself together. Emma whispered hoarsely, "It's guiding us, guiding or trapping." We followed it anyway. The glow pulled us deeper until the trees thinned and the cabin appeared. The same shape, but somehow changed. Its walls were charred, as if burned from the inside. The windows blackened, and the symbols carved into the wood had spread outside now, twisting across the outer walls like dark veins, as if they had pushed their way outward from inside the cabin. It felt alive, and aware of us. "We're not going in," I whispered. Emma didn't look at me as she said, "We have to." We stepped into the clearing. The instant my foot touched the soil, the forest behind us fell silent, completely silent. The cold tightened around my chest. A voice trembled from inside the cabin, thin, terrified. "Go back, please go back." The protective voice. But then, swallowing it whole, rising from deeper inside, "You returned." The door stood half open, like it was waiting for us. None of us said a word, but we all felt the same pull, an invitation that didn't feel natural, yet we followed it anyway. We stepped inside. The moment our feet crossed the doorway, the door slammed shut behind us with a violent crack. A low vibration rolled through the floorboards, steady and heavy, pulsing up through our legs. And in the far corner of the room, the darkness began to thicken, gathering itself like smoke, pulling into a single shape. No face, no body, just two dim, pale points of light where eyes should be. It didn't step forward. It unfolded, stretching, growing, bleeding into the room like living shadow. Emma grabbed my arm. "Don't run. It wants fear." Jonas shook violently. "What do we do?" "We find the truth," Emma said, though her voice trembled. The floor beneath us shifted, not breaking open, but softening, sinking, as though the boards were dissolving into living soil. The wood rotted beneath our feet in seconds, melting away. The earth below us moved in slow, heavy pulses, pulling us downward inch by inch. The protective voice screamed, "Go!" The deeper one said, almost cackling, "It's too late now." The cabin tilted slightly as the ground gave way. Floorboards sagged, split, then collapsed completely. And the three of us dropped straight below the cabin, swallowed